Hey everyone, it's Jeremy Hamilton with 5280 Angler with a fishing report. Coming to you today from beautiful Longmeadow Ranch on the North Fork. Start off by saying everything on the North Fork, Boxwood, Longmeadow, and I'm sure all the other properties are fishing quite well. So if we have availability, book a trip, you won't be disappointed. On to our public waters, South Platte, Dream Stream. We've been seeing some fluctuations in flows, and we've seen it come up, we've seen it go down, we've seen it, kind of all over the place. But it's fishing good. It's fishing a little tough. You do have to work for your fish. You do have to cover lots of water, but there are fish to be found. We've got lots of hatches going on out there right now. We've got yellow sallies, stoneflies, so a stimulator would work for that. Lots of caddis in the mornings. PMDs hatching in the afternoons. Tricos are starting to make an appearance as well. So we got a little bit of everything going on right now. So you might be able to find some dry fly action. Hoppers as well. I've said it before. The yellow Fat Albert has been working well for me. But otherwise, a sparkle dun, the Matthews sparkle dun for a PMD. I also like the hive or the Visidun. Bars Visidun, and then any trico spinner if you're seeing any tricos being fed on. As far as nymphing goes, I've been using worms. They've been eating leeches quite a bit. Really dark. They're really dark brown or even black. So a worm or a Mayer's mini leech, one of those will work quite well. Then a pheasant tail, a red copper john. Any PMD nymph has been working well. Craven's 2-bit stone in a size 16 has been working very well for the little stones, the little yellow sallies that are in there. PMD emergers, of the Bars PMD emergers, RS2s, black RS2s to cover the tricos, caddis larva, the candy crane, any caddis pupa, such as a graphic caddis, or one of my favorites ones, kryptonite caddis. Those are all working quite well. They've been eating pretty much everything right now. So as long as you can get out there and throw some flies at them, they're going to eat it. So on to Deckers. Deckers has been kind of up and down as well as far as water temperatures. So definitely one thing I should talk about is watching the water temperatures right now. I have not yet seen really high temperatures yet. I've been keeping a close eye on it. I'll take a measurement in the afternoons. Of course, I haven't been out there on really hot days either. So any hot day, really keep a close eye. If that water is approaching anywhere even close to 70, hop off the water and do the fish a favor. Otherwise, I've been seeing on the kind of 70, 80 degree days, I've been seeing the water creep up to 58 degrees, and the fish they're still happy, they're still feeding, and they're showing no signs of stress. So if it's in that range, no problem, go ahead and fish. Water's starting off nice and cold in the morning, so there's certainly no problems fishing in the morning. If there's a hot day, which we're kind of running into a stretch of cooler days right now, which is fantastic. But if there's a hotter day, then fish in the morning, or maybe again in the evening, but kind of leave midday alone. Let those fish take a break and not get stressed out. As far as flies go, haven't been seeing a whole lot of surface activity. Occasionally there might be a fish or two coming up. Some PMDs hatching sporadically. Some tricos again starting out there. Caddis. Stoneflies should really start. The golden stone should be hatching any time now. So I've been using, again, I haven't really been fishing much in the way of dry flies. But as far as nymphs go, I've been keeping it real simple. I'm running a 2-fly rig instead of going 3. There's so much moss in the water right now because we had a warm winter, a low water summer, or late spring and summer. So far, there's tons and tons of moss out there. So in order to keep things a little simpler, I've just been running 2 flies on my nymph rigs instead of 3. All I'm running is Pat's rubber legs, just a good sized Pat rubber legs in brown. And then, I mean, any color will work just fine. And then I'm running either a Bars PMD emerger or a caddis larva. Keeping it real simple. You know, you can do an RS2 if you want. Some guys have been going smaller stuff. I've been seeing stomach samples of mostly PMDs, few worms, and stoneflies. So, and caddis larvae in there too. So, again, a pheasant tail, a juju, PMD jujubatus. You know, keep it simple. Red copper johns, and just I'm running 2 flies just to avoid all that moss. When we've been getting moss, we've been slapping our flies on the water. It gets real frustrating to do everything by hand. So just know that going out, if you haven't been out there recently, know that you're going to be dealing with a lot of moss, and that's just part of the game. And if that's how you want to, if you want to go fish deckers, that's what you got to deal with. But that being said, it is fishing really well. I've been hooking up anywhere from 30 to 40 fish a day. You do have to sight fish. That is, well, you don't have to, but that is how we're hooking a lot of fish. I've had a lot of people say, boy, you know, you say you've been doing well out there. I really haven't. I've been having a hard time hooking up with fish, and we only catch a couple fish. Well, the difference is I'm sight fishing. I'm finding the fish, and we're casting right on them. And the fish are not moving very far to eat. So you do have to place it on their nose. Make sure you're using plenty of weight. And it's not taking a lot of weight because the water's pretty low right now. It's only at about 100. But if you can find those fish and place it on them, they're eating. So do look for them in the shallow water, in the faster water. It's more oxygenated for them, and that's where they're going to be feeding. Other rivers, Middle Fork. Flows are still a little bit high, but coming down, fishing good. Gino was out there the other day, and they were fishing dry droppers, hoppers, and I think he said pheasant tails and rainbow warriors and the like, and catching fish on both. Tomahawk, or I'm sorry, that was tomahawk. Terrial, that's been fishing good, both on surface, subsurface, and so we have a lot of properties there. The Rocky Mountain Angling Club properties, and even the public water stretches are fishing good. So anyway, get out there and fish. You can also go up in the up high and see what's working up there, and have fun out there. Follow us, 5280angler.com, 5280angler on Instagram. Follow me, Jeremy Hamilton Fly Fishing. I'll see you out there.